Exodus of teachers in the north and upper eastern of Kenya have left school-going Kenyans playing catch-up with other students in the country. In Marsabit County, teachers live in manyatas and work under tough environment. And KTNU's Hussein Mohammed tells us a story of teachers left in the wild and the struggle to provide education.
"20 kilometers from Laisamis stands a community shadowed by a story of adversity, the thirst for education, and a host community trying to contextualize the dilemma as it unfolds. Faces of dejection and young illiterate pastoralists. They tell me the drive to study has been partial due to the shortage of teachers and lack of materials in the community. More than 100 kilometers from Marsabit, we set to travel to the remote town of Nairobi, a town where teachers live in manyatas, which could be a reflection of the appalling state of education here. This is the deputy head teacher's household. She does not live within the school compound. Inside this small manyata, there is no privacy. Residents here make random visits.
If you don't cover, you'll find so many insects, scorpions, just falling from the roof. So it's not a comfortable house.
She always sits and hopes there will be light under the blinds of desperation. Teachers sent to this area have been said to need a heart of stone to work here.
They have to think of us, please, because they are forgotten. They just send a teacher to a school even without even teachers' quotas. So many even never wanted to come this way, especially if they are female teachers. Imagine if they are brought to this area with the other problems that a female woman experience is very hard.
It is a thorny concern for female teachers here. Winnie Kawera Kaburu is a teacher from what locals refers to as Down Kenya. She lives with a fellow teacher, also from Down Kenya. They are surrounded by thorny bushes with flying insects, and Winnie takes to spraying around to keep away the insects. Inside the house, words of encouragement paint the picture of the teachers here.
Somebody who has not lived to this place will come and get surprised. They will be like, surely, how do you survive here? Like, for instance, sometimes I post my photos online. So my friends, especially the ones who we were in the same high school, they will always comment and ask me, how do you survive there? How is the area?
When they see a mwalimu looks for a house, they think she or he has a lot of money. So you expect the kind of money that a mwalimu will be told to rent a house in these dry areas, because they just see this and it's a millionaire. So it's a big challenge. A house might be told of 3,000, 4,000, with no bathroom, with no toilet. When you need to go for a toilet, you go kilometers and kilometers. And remember, you don't even know the area. You have to go back to school, because it's school only where you can get to those toilets, those facilities.
Monday morning, we joined the pupils of Nairobi Primary School, a community of herders now embracing education. In the assembly, they all come with firewood and jerry cans of water for preparing their food. Most of the pupils and teachers have not yet arrived due to the terrain and long distance they have to trek to school. There are more girls than boys in the school. Most of the boys are herders. Kilometers away from the school, they take their livestock to graze. There is no school today.
You know, this is a community which depend on the animals, and they used to migrate from one place to another. So, and it is their livelihood. So, you will discover that at times they will go with the animals even as far as Mara. Then now, coming back, it will be a problem.
There are 6 teachers for the 8 classes.
I teach class 1 and 3. The same roof. I divide the blackboard for grade 1 and grade 3.
Due to the shortage of teachers, pupils are forced to share classes. The blackboard is divided to accommodate different classes. Grade 1 and 3 pupils share the same classroom. It is numbers lesson for grade 1 pupils. The teacher walks them through the lesson as the grade 3 pupils watch and wait for their turn.
1 plus 9, 1.
Some are even intrigued with the grade 1 lesson and also start counting numbers.
1. Good. Then who will tell now number 4? Put away your supplementary readers.
Minutes later, it is the turn of grade 3 pupils. Geometry lesson.
1 in maths. Yes. Good.
Excited pupils participate in the lesson. As this happens, some of the grade 1 pupils are also following closely on the grade 3 geometry lesson. The teacher moves from one end to the other.
Okay. Now, Tembesi, come and draw a square.
Yes, a teacher, especially in lower classes, a teacher should be manning one particular class. And when we come to the upper primary, a teacher per subject. A teacher, when given probably a preferable number of subjects that he can handle, I think the results will be marvelous.
Teaching them out of that heart of making them pass. We use other references, books. They all depend on a teacher. The way the teacher will struggle to make them pass, they will pass. If the teacher will not struggle, those children really have just narrow chance of passing or competing to a child who is from a school like Alliance. You are talking Nairobi, you are talking.
3 hours. 9. 3 what? Now, that is what I was telling you. 2 hours and...
The staff room and the class 8 pupils share one roof. As the maths lesson kicks off, Winnie Kawera prepares for our next class. There's less interaction of pupils with the teachers in the staff room. The school has no staff room. These candidates will take the same national examination as other Kenyan pupils elsewhere in the country.
Maybe I could have sought transfer a long time and gone. But now I have that bit of the human bit in me. I think about the learner. I also have that willing heart to assist. Yeah, so I still dare it.
Sababu walimu katika shule tunataka tusaidiwe na walimu. Tunataka tusaidiwe na walimu kama sasa tunakuja preps. Walimu hawako karibu na sisi. Na kama walimu wangekuwa karibu tungesaidiwa hata usiku. Na walimu wengine wanaishi mbali sana sisi. Kama sasa mimi mwanafunzi nataka tujengewe nyumba ya walimu ili tuwe na walimu karibu.
That's the most important part of it. And even the loudest cock was once an egg. That is how life begins. I have been telling them that 20 years from now, it could be that you'll be the teachers in this particular school. 20 years from now, we could get an MCA from here. You can get a minister from here.
We use the helping verb.
Echoes from other classes tell the story of these class 7 pupils. They have not had any teacher in class today. The new school curriculum has opened a difficult chapter in the school.
That was in the play that you were reading, yes?
With less books from the government and no revision books, pupils here are set for a tough journey to success.
They never brought maths textbook. They never brought social studies textbook. And imagine, it's a candidate class.
More than 50 kilometers along the Isiolo-Marsabit highway, Merile Primary School with an enrollment of 342 pupils. They just got new staff quarters here and the environment is friendly.
I really feel for them. I wish they could also be given such a facility like this one so that they can gear up the process of education. Because with us now, we are living comfortably. Water is within reach. We have enough water around. You know, you see like this one, like the tanks there. In fact, they have served us for almost 3 months. We have been using rainwater for almost 3 months.
That's true. What we are trying to do, the community is trying to do, is that they are trying to get children, teachers from outside even, from outside our conservancy, outside from our constituency, or even our county. And they put those children, those teachers in those quarters. Because of that, a lot of teachers have been developing interest to come to that school because of that. And accommodation of the teachers' staff quarters was a very important and a vital thing to make the school to grow.
Northern Kenya has its challenges, security, conflict, such kind of things. And I think the future is having more of our children going into teachers' education colleges, teachers' colleges. So we have teachers that can survive in this area who don't want to find transfer quite easily.
And they cannot be able to build classes, standard modern classes and modern staff room for the teachers. And therefore, when the environment is not friendly, therefore the performance also does not go well.
The head teacher of Kambi Garba School shows us where the school staff room used to be. His memories are not nostalgic. For long, teachers in the north have been neglected.
Structure, the staff room is also good. So many teachers are willing to work here than previously where the staff room, there is no staff room. Basically the class is in bad shape. So even the teachers, they shy away from such kind of institution.
From managing a classroom with individual pupils of different classes to deplorable living and working conditions here in the north, the teaching profession has been stripped of the professionals and accelerated the exodus of good working teachers here in the north. Back in Nairobi, Winnie Kawera prepares githeri for dinner. Hers is a tale of teachers from other parts of the country and the tribulations in the quest for education in areas such as these. Hussein Mohammed, KTN News, Nairobi, the Sami Sub-County in Marsabit.